When Martin Trowbridge was 7 years old, he would come home from school, raise the window to his room, and study the beehive his father had given him. That began a lifelong fascination with honeybees and how they go in the natural world. I was raised to be a beekeeper. My grandfather had bees and my dad had bees, said Trowbridge, who is now in charge of 58 beehives on 3 separate pieces of property. Trowbridge of La Follette heads up the Beekeepers Association of Campbell County, an organization founded by the late Adrian Baird. The association meets at 5 p.m. the last Saturday of every month in the Wells Springs Community Center. He also has a business, Beekeepers of America, which produces honey for human consumption and bees for pollination. In 2 years, Trowbridge hopes to have 1,000 hives, most of which will be rent bees to pollinate crops, including almond farms in California. He encourages anyone to attend the monthly meetings of the Beekeepers Association. You don't have to be a beekeeper, but just come and understand, then, he said. Trowbridge is concerned about the honeybee. He said hives are beginning to disappear and scientists are at a loss to explain why. The problem has become so alarming that it even has a name, colony collapse disorder. He said he thinks cutting down trees and improper use of pesticides are to blame. We're developing land and cutting down a lot of old trees. Even though we're planting trees to replace those we've cut down, they're not hollow trees where the honeybees like to build hives, said Trowbridge. He said he lost 20 beehives over the winter. They had the honey, the food was there, they disappear. One day they're there, the next day they're gone, he said. Trowbridge hopes to begin a program in Campbell County in the schools to teach students the importance of honeybees. Honeybees produce 80% of the world's food supply. We can't survive without them, he said. Butterflies, hummingbirds, and bumblebees will all take part in the pollination process, but the difference is that the honeybee will stay with a particular plant. When a honeybee starts on a blackberry bloom, it will stay on 200 blackberry blooms. Honeybee cross-pollinate. That's why they're so vital. This year, things are beginning to look up for Trowbridge. He expects his bees to produce 3 times as much honey as they did last year. Some of that may have to do with the tremendous amount of rainfall in East Tennessee since last fall. He charges $7 a pint and $13 a quart for locally produced honey. For more information, call 423-377-5680 or check out his website. The address is found on our web channel, 1450WLAF.com. You can also find him on Facebook at Beekeepers of America. Man of Steel opens tonight at midnight at La Follette's Carmike Movies 2 behind the Woodson Shell. USA Today takes on Man of Steel and says it's a movie that's all about saving Earth. There's an unaccountable amount of destruction in Man of Steel. Amid the computer-generated demolition, flames out, and explosions, there's a different origin story. Half Out of 4, rated PG-13, opens Thursday in select cities and Friday nationwide. But it often gets drowned out by numbing spectacles and director Zack Snyder's seeming determination to fashion the most supercharged superhero movie ever. British actor Henry Cavill is a terrific Clark Kent Superman, playing emotional moments and persuasively conveying pangs of self-doubt, he just as nimbly rises to the occasion of soaring heroism. Christopher Reeve would be proud if only Snyder had seen fit to focus more on Clark's conflicts and let the tale unfold more naturally, with fewer in-your-face movements. The product placement takes the viewer out of the movie, and Hans Zimmer's overpowering score distances us. Amy Adams is a charming and contemporary Lois Lane. Diane Lane is wonderful as Clark's warmly reassuring adopted mom, Martha Kent. And Russell Crowe is effectively noble as Kayla's biological father, Jor-El. And pre-dawn temperatures hovered around 75 degrees this very muggy morning as a very warm and humid air mass was in place over Campbell County. And when nature gets out of balance like it is today, with overnight lows nearly 15 degrees above average, which is 62 degrees, something's going to give. Nature got itself back in balance today as a cold front approaches from the northwest. Ahead and along the front, showers and thunderstorms may develop, with strong to severe storms likely to develop. Keep in mind, you'll hear watches and warnings first from WLAF. Once we clear sunset tonight, the rain and storms leave as the cold front settles in with a low of 59 by daybreak tomorrow. Humidity will be low all weekend. Josh has full weather coming up a little bit later. And that's a look at the news. We'll be back with a press release from the Campbell County Sheriff's Department. 10 people have been booked into the Campbell County Jail in the past 24 hours. April Grace Bowling, 29, of West Hemlock Street, La Follette, for violation of probation and theft of property under $500. 20-year-old Jacob Linnell Evans of West Kentucky Avenue, La Follette, on an attachment for child support. 57-year-old Beverly Farmer of Rose Hill Drive, La Follette, for public intoxication. Derek T. Gibson, 38, of Thelma Circle in Jacksboro, for domestic assault. 42-year-old Donald Wayne Johnson of West Kentucky Street, La Follette, for an attachment for child support. Scott Glenn Murray, 39, of Lawn Road Pioneer, for domestic assault. 32-year-old Michael Anthony Muse of Knoxville entered the jail to serve court-imposed time. Jimmy Lee Smith, 35, of Main Street, La Follette, for domestic assault. 23-year-old Christy Mae Turpin of Turpin Hollow Road in Harriman on Acapias. And last today, Carlene Woodson, age 30, of Patty Hill Road, Caravel, for theft of property under $500, possession of a Schedule 6 controlled substance, and possession of drug paraphernalia. And that's a look at the news. Thank you for joining us. We'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow. We'll be here with the end of the week edition of the news.
We sing happy birthday to you, and may all your dreams come true. Happy, happy birthday. Oh,
this is your birthday song.
Oh, celebration all night long. Oh,
May all you
Hey, Big Josh with you once again on this Thursday afternoon looking at our birthday and anniversaries. Our birthday club and our anniversary club is brought to you by your friends at WLAF and Eastside Pizza and Deli. They're located in the Food Line Shopping Center. Hey, today Linda Farmer's celebrating. Happy birthday to you, Linda. Hunter Evans is 6 years old today. Happy birthday to you, Hunter. Todd Overbay, Mr. Todd Overbay, celebrating today. Happy birthday to you, Todd. And Don and Bon Heatherly, twins, they turned 62 years old today. Happy birthday, Bon and Don. And Peyton Orris is 6 years old today. Happy birthday to Peyton. We hope all of you have are having a great day. Now listen, if you're celebrating your birthday or your anniversary today, for some reason we don't have your name on our list, we want you to have a great day. But remember this, the only way that you can qualify to win a birthday dinner for two or an anniversary dinner for two from Eastside Pizza and Deli and your friends here at WLAF is if we get your name on our list. So please get it in here. Even if it's a little late, we'll take it. Hey, see ya.